Education, I went to a HBCU.
So where are we able to access Gifts Are Given with Love?
Whatever you do, you have to love it. If you want to be a street sweeper.
This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black entrepreneurship, politics, news, and events in Hampton Roads and beyond.
And now, here's your host, Blair Durham.
It's time now for our final guest this afternoon. So excited to share the stage, the platform with Miss Allyna Hughley. She is an author who grew up in Goochland County, just outside of Richmond, Virginia. She's the 11th child of 13 kids. She graduated from Norfolk State University with a degree in computer science. Behold, married in 1992, has 2 adult sons. She's also retired from the U.S. Army Reserves, doing work in the IT space, enjoys spending time with her family and giving back to the community. Allyna, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Blair. Thank you for having me.
I had to take my time. I did not want to butcher your name.
No, you did well.
Do okay? All right. Awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm thankful for the opportunity to share a little bit about myself and share my book. So thank you.
Yeah, excited to have you. So, okay. What was the journey to becoming an author and particularly writing books for children?
Actually, as a young person, Blair, I wrote a lot. I wrote, stories for stories in college. I wrote speeches for my mom for church presentations.
Wow.
Even getting married, I wrote a lot of things for my husband in regards to like love messages, anniversary, birthday. And then recently, I had a young lady, a friend of mine, write a book, a children's book. And I was so inspired by that I decided, hey, Allyna, you can do this. And, I love to be able to guide kids, to give them some direction. And with that, it just made me want to write a children's book.
So what is the focus for the book?
This book is called Gifts Are Given with Love, and it teaches a lesson. I like to provide positive thoughts and inspire and guide kids. So this message for this book is a lesson that I've always taught to my kids and to my nieces and nephews. Gifts are given with love.
Gifts are given with love. Yes. I like that because, when you think about it, we get so caught up in just receiving a gift, it can be a bit removed from the context of love. So that's exciting. Exactly,
because as young people, it's always about what they want. And even us as adults, we get things, but we don't always, we may want something bigger. Mm-hmm. So it's about appreciation,
Yeah, a lot of times, it's never enough.
Exactly.
No matter what we're given, we're looking for the next gift to open. It doesn't matter whether it's 2 gifts or 20 gifts, we want more. So
yes.
Yeah, I like the messaging there. And so what's next? Are you going to continue writing children's books? Are you going to write some adults books? What do you think you're going to do from here?
Well, right now, Blair, my book just came out last week. And so I'm really focused. Thank you. And I'm so focused on just 100%, 110% in getting this book out.
Yeah.
But I do plan to write a couple more books. My goal really is to write 5 books. So I have something in my mind for the second book, but I just need it all to come to me. And then from there.
So where are we able to access Gifts Are Given with Love?
Okay. Well, I have a website. I have my own website. It's called giftsaregivenwithlove.com. You can go there and you can order a paperback book for $12.99 plus shipping and handling. You can also, if you want to connect with me, I'm on Instagram, author Allyna R. Hughley. I'm on Facebook, author:\Allyna R. Hughley. Message me. I would love to hear from you.
Sharing screen so that we can take a look at this beautiful cover. And while I pull that up, so kind of tell us a little bit about your story too. Just, working in the military and retirement and the kinds of things you're doing now for work. Where are you in life?
Okay. Well, I think you told a little bit about my family. Yeah, I grew up in Goochland County, just right outside of Richmond. You know, my parents, they instilled a lot of morals and values. My mom's still living. She's 92 years old. And we're a really tight-knit family. I am retired from the Army Reserves. Right now, I work for the Department of Defense. I work in IT. I work with a team that actually design and manage applications that support military personnel and their family. And like you said, I have two sons, Sakai and Malik, and I have a very supportive husband.
Awesome. So are we headed to a second retirement, or are you just one who just loves what you do? You just gonna work? What's your thoughts there?
I'm ready to retire from my job, but also I'm in an organization. I'm in Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So with that, I do a lot of community service. We do clean the street efforts. We do book drives, clothing drives. One of my favorite community service events is a Valentine's event that we put on for assisted living folks. We come in, we bring food, we have a DJ, we play bingo with them, we dance, and it's those type of things I'm looking forward to doing full time.
Yeah, I think that becomes what it's all about, is in retirement, let's focus on giving back, as someone said earlier on the show, for sure.
Yeah.
So we can order the book on the website. Are you going to do any kind of, I'm just thinking about kind of some virtual book launches I've attended to drive traffic and kind of promote the book and get kids engaged? What's your thought about how you're going to connect with the community?
Definitely. I plan to try to go into the schools. I'm already talking to some schools. I have a read-along that I'm doing and a pre-recording that I'm doing for a school on Monday. Definitely my focus is getting my books in the libraries, getting them in the bookstores, and definitely in the different schools in the 757, if not there, throughout other states as well.
Yeah, solid plan. I know, there's definitely a need for books that focus on character, but there's also a huge need for books that are written by, folks that look like the students. So, yeah, there are a couple of organizations that come to mind. I would love to connect you with Clever Communities in Action and Star Armstrong, who helps actually place those books into the school. So, something to consider for sure.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. I'm all for that. I think it's important that we have books where the characters can relate to them. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm all in. Count me in.
Yeah, I'll make that connection for sure. We've got a few minutes remaining. Are there other things that you want to share regarding yourself, the book, or anything else?
Well, I like to give a word of encouragement. I like to, when I autograph my books, I always like to leave on a positive note. And I kind of just want to share, I want to go back and share a story that my son and I, Sakai, had a couple of months ago. We were talking about working on our job, being in an organization, at church, and just knowing that we wear different hats. We sit at different tables. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we ended our conversation on is it's so important to be your authentic self, to be genuine. It doesn't matter what hat you have on or what table you're sitting at. Just be yourself, because you are good enough.
That's so important. Again, thinking about these times, there's a lot of pressure that we are all under you think about some of the memes that went around in 2020, thinking about, okay, well, we're all home, so we have more time, so we should be starting more businesses, we should be investing, we should be on TikTok, we should, and just taking the time to say, you know what, let me focus on doing what makes me feel good, rather than trying to conform to so much pressure. I think that's a valid message for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, especially too for children who are going through this pandemic as well, right?
Right. Children are more stressed out than adults. And we really have to just take some time to reach out to them, connect to them, listen to them, if nothing else, because they need us just as the adults need assistance, the kids need it more.
Yeah. I know I sometimes struggle with I'm kind of like one of these, okay, if I'm feeling sad or if I'm feeling low, I immediately want to try and fix that,
Yeah.
rather than just kind of experiencing the sadness or the lowness. Mm-hmm. And so I've had to be reminded and to remind myself to be gentle with the kids, allow them, if they're feeling a way, to be in that moment for that time, knowing that it will pass, a lot like, bad weather or whatever else it is.
Right. I mean, you make a valid point, Blair. It's okay to have those different emotions. Yeah. I think the issue is when you stay in that emotion for a long period of time. But It's important to have the emotion and experience it so that you're able to grow and move on.
Yeah. And, you develop resilience as a function of going through, not always kind of fighting the feeling, but just allowing yourself to be in that moment and then to come out of it. At least this is what I'm learning.
Agreed. I agree 100%.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about the computer science piece. Our first guest said that he kind of started out and did a little bit of computer science work. Do you encourage students to get involved with STEM fields?
Definitely. Definitely. When I went to Norfolk State, I actually did a cooperative education program at the National Security Agency. So Technology is important. And then like right now, I'm still in IT. A young man just told me the other day that bringing your child to work day, that his child is in technology now because of me, wants to go into technology. And it's just sharing our experiences with them, just allowing them to see what we do, because with technology, there's so many different fields and avenues that you can go into. So it's important. It's the future. And, if you look at my age and your age, a lot of things have changed. Technology is booming. Things are changing. Our kids need to be prepared for it.
They do. They definitely do. And then, we didn't necessarily have early exposure to STEM, and so by the time we're making decisions about what we want to study, those kinds of opportunities may not even, be available for us. So I was excited to hear you say, that was where you focused and that you continue to kind of push that.
Yeah, definitely.
For our young people. That sounds like an event to partner on as well. I know you're connecting to get the book to schools, but I think the STEM piece is just as relevant. Yeah,
I mean, I can come and look, invite me back. I'll come on back and we'll share some technology. Just I think it's just letting folks, letting the kid see the people that's in the technology field, somebody that looks like them, somebody just giving them the courage to step out and do what they want to do. We can do it. Mm-hmm. Education, I went to a HBCU. We're educated enough to be in that realm. Provide the knowledge, provide some assets to the company. So I encourage kids to go into technology.
I went to a huge tech school for undergrad. And I was not convinced that I should have studied technology. So I instead decided to focus on psychology. I think about many conversations that I had during and after that time about, the relevance of STEM to the world. I don't know if I have any regret because I kind of love, what I do. But I do think it's important to be well-versed and to be balanced in that regard.
Yeah. And one other thing that you said you love what you do. I think that's most important. Whatever you do, you have to love it. If you want to be a street sweeper, whatever it is, just do it well. And just make sure you love it. That's the whole thing about it. Something you love.
Yeah. Absolutely. We got about a minute left. I would love to hear from you again, how we can connect with you, how we can connect with the book. Anything you have coming up that you want to share?
Okay. My name is Allyna R. Hughley. Let's put that out there. And my book is called Gifts Are Given with Love. You can go to my website to buy the book, giftsaregivenwithlove.com, $12.99 plus shipping and handling. You can connect with me via social media. I'm on Instagram, author Allyna R. Hughley. On Facebook, author Allyna R. Hughley. Message me. I would love to connect with you. Blair, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. The opportunity.
Wait, we gotta spell it out because it's not Allyna. It's ALLYNA.
Yes.
Hughley, like D.L. Hughley.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
ALLYNA.HUGHLEY. And that's Facebook as well as Instagram. Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Well, yeah, I'm certainly going to help to make some connections and so forth for you. I'm excited. Again, thanks so much for coming on today. Just very excited about the incredible business taking place within the Black community. And thank you all for tuning in to Black Wall Street today, where we're building minds, building connections, and forging the path ahead toward business success.
Talk soon.
This show is brought to you by Positive Vibes Incorporated, our consulting services. We do credit fixes, tax resolution, we lend private money to real estate investors, and we do debt consolidations. Basically, we put money in your pocket when you need money. We put money in your pocket when you need money. 757-932-0177.
Phenomenal. Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram. And then follow us on Twitter as well at BWS Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said and I will continue to say that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party. Phenomenal.
Hey, yo, when I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black Wall Street. When I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black. When I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black. When I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black. Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street.